Y'all ain't hear me. They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this shit. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing. I'm walking out with it. Try and stop me.
Hi guys, welcome back again to another video. Thank you so much for clicking as always. If this is your first time here, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Please don't make it your last by subscribing. So I came across this video and it's trending on TikTok. This palm colored woman is currently trending for stealing at the Walmart. She felt like she needed to feed her kids and she doesn't have money, which has gotten a lot of people reacting. A lot of black people, white people are talking about it. Some people felt like she should have done better. I'm gonna let you guys listen to everything, the videos that is trending right now on social media space, and most importantly, disclaimer: this video does not in any way promote conflict. This is truly for educational purposes and of course creating awareness on the recent trends happening on social media. Let's watch these videos.
Y'all ain't hear me. They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this shit. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing. I'm walking out with it. Try and stop me.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the off for November. Y'all better stay the out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you won't start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card, as soon as that ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your so hard, you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your if you think I ain't finna walk out that store. And please follow me to that car. If you feeling foggy, you ain't going to make it back to your position at that Walmart store. I'm telling you. You want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking already. Watch this. It's okay.
It's this new movement online amongst ghetto people that are basically saying that they're going to take to Walmart because, for those of you that may not know, Walmart is actually the largest grocer inside of the United States of America, in which they sell about 25% of all groceries. And now our ghetto boos are out here continuing to have children out of wedlock, continuing to depend on the federal government. And now they feel like it's the government's obligation to take care of them. And so what they have declared is that they are now going to start stealing from stores to make sure that they have enough food and also to ensure that they get what they believe is due, because the federal government is warning people that the longer that the shutdown is going to go on, that they are going to have to start removing or preventing people from being able to get their SNAP benefits, because obviously we know that Democrats is continuing to hold up everything so that they can continue the Obamacare resolution that also allows for illegal migrants to get health care coverage via your hospital stays. And so they basically want trillions of dollars. And instead of continuing the government and making sure that they negotiate and debate on the House floor and also do their jobs, because Congress is literally the portion that controls the purse strings of the federal government. And we also know that they need 60 votes. So stop letting people tell you, well, they control all three branches of government. Doesn't mean that they can't shut it down, because you still need 60 votes. And this is why it's important for y'all to vote all the way down ballot instead of just for the president of the United States of America. But again, now we have our young ladies, our upstanding citizens, that are saying they're going to start stealing. Never mind getting a job, never mind hustling, never mind taking care of business, never mind getting on top of things. If they don't give you more taxpayer subsidies, then they are going to start taking to the streets, man.
The government talking about no food stamp. I already have a certain level of respect for people who go into Walmart and Target and steal shit and don't get caught, because y'all fucking brave. I'm scared. I ain't about that life. But everybody who on Snap, who's not getting their shit, I hope y'all go in together, because they can't stop all of y'all. Like, go get what y'all need. But go in numbers, you know? Fill y'all carts up and walk out. I mean, if it's 10, 15, 20 of y'all doing it at the same time, what they gonna do? Nothing.
I honestly find it mind-boggling that a woman would come onto this app, post a video, and say that if her food stamps don't go through for November, she was going to start going into the grocery stores, filling up her cart, acting like she's checking out, put all her stuff in bags, and steal the food, and just walk out with the cart. What kind of a loser do you have to be to do that? Like, you don't want to work harder for your kids so your kids have...
Let me ask you something. Why didn't you work harder for your kids? What kind of loser doesn't work hard to keep their kids? Didn't you have food stamps too? So didn't you try to work harder for them, or you just gave them up so you could have more money for yourself, to provide more food for yourself? Okay then. Not too much on everyone else. Okay? You're speaking from a glass house. You shouldn't be throwing the rocks, honey.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's?
This is what this is about. I don't think that's kind. And I don't think that's nice. And I don't think it's okay mentally for anyone to be questioning and to be judging and to be mocking them because they're losing their benefits in November. It is not okay for you to do that. You're not mentally okay. What's wrong with you, lady? These people are in need. And having food on your table is a human right. And let me tell you, food is consumable. We cook, we eat. We buy, we cook, we eat. So what's wrong with you? Why are you making fun of them? It's not okay. You're not a good of a human. You need help. Honestly.
Yeah, I have been laughing for the past like 10 minutes. So I seen the video of somebody talking about the food stamp lady that was talking about the people not receiving their benefits in November. So this woman got on here and said, what about October's food stamps? What did you do with that? Did you save your money wisely? If they got kids, girl, they fed them. And then she went on later on talking about, guess you're going to be going to a food pantry for your Thanksgiving dinner. They give away turkeys with all the sides and the trimmings. And then turned around and said, I know a lady that had $1,100 in food stamps. Do you know how long I can make $1,100 last in food stamps? There's 2 of us, unless my sons and daughters come to visit. First of all, come to visit. They don't live with you. Now, unless they grown. But only 2 people surviving off of $1,100. Girl, that woman that got $1,100, she probably got kids. And then these people done called the woman job, telling them all that stuff she done said on TikTok, and that woman done lost her job. But I got one question for that woman. What did you do with October's check? Did you save enough to pay your rent for November and buy food? Or did you just spend it on frivolous things? Because it's really looking like, to me, Latosha, that you're going to be in that Thanksgiving line getting that free turkey with the sides and trimmings. Yeah. Sometimes it's just best for people to keep their mouth closed.
Go get a job or a second job.
I'm just curious what kind of loser comes on an app and talks about other mothers when they lost their kids. I mean, that's a special kind of fucking idiot, isn't it? You know, you're acting like you're up on your high horse, eating your fucking peanut butter sandwich, you know, you got food, and talking down on other people because, you know, they might not have food, but you lost your own fucking kids. I wonder why they took your kids. I can only imagine what you've done. Have a fucking day.
Hey, Latasha, food stamp burnt toast lady. It got a nice ring to it. How does it feel that your opinions caused you to get instant karma? Yes, karma has every bitch address and know when to address it, okay? Like they did with you. Baby, whatever you put out in this universe, you will get back. See, the difference between me and your content is my content is actual me playing and joking. Okay? Your content is actually real, rude, and very offensive. So that's the difference between our content. I also find it very mind-boggling, like you said yourself, that you had the nerve to speak on people that's on stamps, period, when the government was raising your kids for 18 years and taxpayers' money help raise your kids. You out of your rabbit ass mind. I know you got an empty ass mind up there because it let out all these dumb ass thoughts. Imagine you were sitting up there speaking of me and I never even knew you were speaking of me and caused you to lose your motherfucking job. Wow, how the tables turn. Man, and please, Latasha, Toast Lady, save with all that fake motivational ass shit. Now you want to be a spokesperson for goddamn all this after the internet that chewed your ass up and after you done got fired from your goddamn job? Sitting up there with a face like WWE wrestler Chris Benoit. The late Chris Benoit. Girl, fuck you. Go seek help. I don't want to see that shit come down my goddamn For You page talking about some, oh, you can get all this with $40. Baby, only advice you should be taking is taking your ass to that food bank, like you said, and go get that turkey and them goddamn trimmings. Sitting up there in that goddamn room with the mustard colored ass walls. Girl, bye. This what color white walls are, if you didn't know. Fuck you.
Already there's an update on Foodstamp Girl, and apparently instant karma may have found her in the form of somebody reporting her to her job. And apparently she's under investigation. And corporate has responded saying that we are investigating the situation as our views do not align with this. Now, we never cheer for people to lose their livelihoods or their incomes, but let me just say this. Hope you have money in the bank, bitch.
So that video from the food stamp toast eating lady yesterday and her like on display just brazen lack of empathy, lack of care for other human beings, for the suffering of other human beings, it really fucked me up yesterday. So I want to talk about it real quick. I'm going to try to keep this brief. When I didn't have kids by the time I was 25, I was fine with it. I had wanted to be a dad, but I was fine with not being a dad because the 2000 elections had happened. I saw everything that we're seeing now. I could see where it was building up to politically, right? I am a amateur historian. I teach history. I could see where it was coming. So I was like, well, it's good that I didn't bring any kids into this world. And then I became a dad and I had to change my perspective so I could be present for my daughter. I had to change my overview of the world. I had to find hope in it so that I could be a present father for my daughter, so I could be supportive of her, so I wouldn't be doomsaying her, okay? But that video yesterday showed me that I was incorrect as fuck about the cruelty and evil that exists within everyday people who actively want to shit on the lives of people they don't even know, who actively and with malice in their hearts don't care what befalls other human beings. And there's no other word to describe it in my mind but evil. There is an evil lurking in the hearts of so many human beings, especially in this country. It's crazy to me. And that woman and what she did in that video, her smirking, her flat out contempt and disdain, it proved to me that I was right in being cautious of being a dad, and that people are just messed up. And I'm so concerned for my daughters and my granddaughter. I just feel some type of way. That woman's video it really did affect me. And this type of evil, so rampant in this country, this type of disdain for the lives of other human beings, is really taking this toll on me. Am I alone in this? I sometimes feel like I'm alone in all of this, feeling this way and thinking this way, and just being so like, I'm not scared, but I'm not scared of these people, right? They make me angry. but I am terrified for my daughters, for my grandbaby. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I hope I'm not alone. I can't. I need to not be alone. I need to know that there's other people that feel the same way. Godspeed.
Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal.
And let me guess, when they go to that food pantry and get that Thanksgiving meal, you're going to come back and berate them for getting a handout, aren't ya?
I'm sitting here at the tire shop at Walmart, which is like in the square building. The doors are up here. It's in the back in the corner, right? So it's like the farthest spot away from the front. And there's nobody in here except another set of customers. And at first, we see this lady come up. She parks that there and then gets up, not this lady, gets up with no problems walking whatsoever and just walks out the door and then walks all the way down there to her vehicle like it just left a little cart there. And then, like 10 minutes later, these two younger girls come walking out and they have a cart full of stuff. Like, it looked like boxed DVD sets or like boxed games. And there's like 5 or 6 of them in their cart. And they come walking quickly up here. No bags, no receipts, no nothing. And then they start walking even quicker. And then they run out the door and run and split up in between their vehicles. She didn't. She knew I was filming. There's no way that she didn't know I was filming. She walked back here 3 times looking like she was looking for an employees and then just ran out with a full shopping cart of groceries. Are you kidding me?
So your kids have what they need.
Well, now you got to go get a job or a second job or whatever because you lost your job. And I think that's sad because, like, the guy that you voted for shut the government down, so now you can't get no food stamps. And it's crazy because you can't get your kids back, so maybe you don't have the motivation to go inside of a store and steal from the people that's been stealing from us the whole time. Justice.
This message is for all the people complaining that they're not going to be able to afford tampons next period. What'd you do with October's tampons? Huh? What'd you do? Did you put an ad out in Facebook Marketplace for a community tampon where you guys could share? Did you think about that? Did you practice your Kegels so you could just hold it until you got to the bathroom? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for your period. And only snowflakes get toxic shock syndrome. Looks like you're gonna have to free bleed for the holidays. Maybe you could invest in a Diva cup. Oh, your vagina's not the right shape for a Diva cup? Get a new vagina. Maybe you'll have to get creative this month. You could dig a hole out back, go squat over it, bury it. Like they used to do in the olden days. Or you could be like the rest of us, God-loving Americans, and just pull yourself up by your tampon strings and stop complaining. If you're too poor to buy tampons, maybe you don't have a period. Did you ever think about that? Huh? So, I'm sick of getting on here hearing y'all complain about tampons. Ugh.
I'm in Walmart checking out. And what's bad is they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 2 sides of self-checkouts, 4 self-checkout registers. And instead of having all 8 of the self-checkouts up and running, they only got 4 of them up and running. They got 2 cashiers, 1 on each end, and an asset protection person in this 1 4-foot section. The line is in the aisle, and I know that they're trying to protect their goods,
But at what expense are you protecting your goods if you're making your customers angry by having to wait? Instead of opening up all 8 registers, you're just going to keep 4 registers open. Make it make sense. So you got 3 people guarding 4 registers instead of having the 3 people to open up.
And I'm gonna need old girl that was talking about them stamps to go ahead and come clean. The reason she's mad is because she don't qualify. I mean, because if you think about it, the only way you can qualify for stamps these days is if you got kids or if you homeless. And at this point, her kids was taken from her, so she don't even qualify. Bye.
All these people gonna pay their light bill if they can't sell food stamps. Cause y'all know a lot of people be selling their stamps, right? So how they gonna pay their rent? How they gonna pay their light bill? And they can't sell stamps. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know somebody. I'm just trying to figure it out, because the food stamps we have in multi-purposes now.
You know, most times I just love the fact that they are currently having a lot of emotional breakdowns, because most times they feel like, you know, we the black people are majorly dependent on the government. They don't know that as a black person, you are generally hardworking. I love these teachings and the way these people were saying, schooling them on the importance. And I just felt so disappointed watching that, listening to that young man saying clearly that he doesn't need to work because he feels like he's entitled. Like, most times, it is their entitlement for me. You know, it is their entitlement for me. They forget that anywhere you keep a black person, the person will survive, regardless of who she is, where she finds ourselves, where we find ourselves, basically. So I just don't know why they were actually acting as if removal of this food stamp was definitely going to affect a lot of black people. Then they forgot that a black person is hardworking. Do you guys remember what happened when they actually took off a lot of immigrants? You know, they deported a lot of them and they felt like, you know, they don't want them anymore. Do you guys remember what happened? It started affecting even their farms. It started affecting a lot of things because nobody was even willing to come out to work. Nobody was. So how on earth can you think that when the food stamp is officially over, that the black people would suffer more? There's no way we're going to suffer more, because generally we're already created to be hardworking. We're already created to be survivors. We're already created we already know what it means to like suffer and get ourselves paid. I like listening to all these people's reactions. I'm like, oh, is this what they're even thinking? They are really far behind. If this is what they basically think, that it is okay for you to stay at home, it is okay for the government to like, you know, do this. I understand that all hands are not equal. I understand the fact that some people most likely would like need help when it comes to food assistance. And me listening to a lot of videos, people crying out already that they have like over 42 years, they have actually been dependent on the food stamps. But why are people not planning? Like, you've never come to you or come to your head. You've never thought that these things might leave anytime. How can you say proudly, writing and, you know, reacting on social media, on TikTok to be precise, that you are happy, like you have been living for over 42 years on food stamps, and you feel like it is already too late for you to adjust? Like, how can you make it make sense? Make it make sense. So you didn't bother to like find a way to survive. Some people are like, why didn't you stock up your pantries and all that? Until how long? For the fact that you're not working, you're not making both ends meet to replenish, or should I say restock the ones that you took out. I don't know how to even explain this so you guys understand me. For the fact you don't have like a reliable revenue or source of income that would give you the avenue to restock anytime it gets finished, there's no way these things will not finish with time. So I don't know why people are blaming them. Why are you guys not stocking up? What is going on? That even the removal of food stamps has already started. It's not even going to wait till November. Like right now, it's already out. Crazy guys. But I just love the fact that black people are owning up to themselves and they feel like we can survive, food stamps or no food stamps, we are good. And then the palm color people are crashing out massively on social media because they feel like, what is going on? How are we going to survive? But then again, I am really very disappointed to listen to some of them actually feel like they are entitled. It is you guys' entitlement for me. And it's because of your entitlement, that is why you are where you are today. Because of your entitlement, that's why a lot of videos are saying that America is cooked. Because entitlement has actually been setting them back. The money that I meant to use for a lot of things, a lot of meaningful things, these are what they have been using all this while to protect the food stamps, and you guys are still feeling like you shouldn't be out because you guys deserve it, because you own it. Like, make it make sense. I was able to gather all these videos, and I believe you listened and you enjoyed watching all of them. This is my own narratives, what I genuinely feel about the removal of food stamps. I really don't have much to say, but I believe that my comment section will be very, very interactive. I'm literally sweating this morning. Is this your first time coming across my face? My name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Don't make it your last by subscribing. I'm going to see you guys in my next video.